Kukoc pops it right back. Jordan Bulls are 10 of 24 from downtown. They are trailing by 5 with about 40 remaining. Can of defense. Johnson, best. Shot clock at 6. Shot clock. And a steal with 1 on the 24. Kukoc for 3. The Bulls are within 2. With a minute 10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Can they rally to make it a home record of 40-1? Eddie Johnson. Rebound, Michael Jordan. Chicago ball. Within 2. Jordan puts the move on. At 99. 45 seconds to go. Fourth quarter. Best right by Hoiberg. Johnson. 8 on the shot clock. Half minute remaining. Fourth quarter. Shot clock at 2. 1. Johnson forcing. Rebound Jordan. Game tied at 99. 20 seconds remaining. They will hold for a final shot. 10 seconds. Here's Jordan. And rebounded by Davis. Hoiberg for Johnson. Time running out. And he's blocked by Jordan. No foul was called. Hugh Hollins with the foul call. No time showing on the clock. Let's see if they adjust that. Well, Hugh Hollins, no stranger to controversial calls. You flash back to the playoff series between Chicago and New York. A critical call then against the Chicago Bulls in favor of Hubert Davis and the New York Knicks. They have just put 0.5 of a second back on the clock as you take another look at it.
And Michael Jordan right up there getting the left hand up to challenge the shot by Eddie Johnson, who was saying he got hit on the wrist. A lot of people will say hand is part of the ball. Michael Jordan right up there, and Hugh Hollins with a good angle on it. Michael very unhappy with the call, Bob. But what I really enjoyed is both coaches letting their teams play with the furious comeback effort of the Chicago Bulls.
Johnson, an excellent free throw shooter, just under 90% from the line. And he's given the Pacers a 1-point lead. Indiana 100 and Chicago 99. Michael Jordan continues the discussion with Hugh Hollins as a timeout is taken with 0.5 of a second remaining.
Closing seconds of the fourth quarter. Eddie Johnson spots Jordan out of the corner of his eye. Michael goes straight up to get a piece of the ball and a piece of the hand of Eddie Johnson. Eddie says, "I'm fouled." Michael says no, but referee Hugh Hollins making the judgment call and putting Eddie Johnson on the free throw line with 5/10 of a second to go. Marv, I say hand is part of the ball. Should have been a non-call.
And as Eddie Johnson gets set to shoot his second, another timeout has been called. Chicago players trying to psych out Eddie Johnson for the second free throw. Ron Harper was all over him as Johnson went to the line. If the Bulls get the ball back, there is time enough to get off a normal shot.
And depending on what Eddie Johnson does here, the smart thing for Eddie to do here is just shoot the ball, get a piece of the rim, and then the rebound or bobble of the ball, and then you will presumably you would have to get under 5/10 of a second, and that would mean that you'd have to get some kind of a tip play. Very hard to get possession in 5/10 of a second, so you should try to miss.
Well, we have more NBA action for you tomorrow. Playoff spots on the line. NBA Showtime will get you started at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. A look at the doubleheader. Should say you'll see either one of those games.
You know, Mark, sometimes when you're trying to miss a shot, it's when you make it. If you bounce it off the glass and hit a banker, Eddie Johnson, an outstanding free throw shooter, I have a feeling he's just going to try to catch a corner of that rim and have the ball bounce off.
So Eddie Johnson, who is just under 90%, 1 for 1 today, and yes, that's exactly what he does. As time has the Indiana Pacers, the only team to defeat the Chicago Bulls twice this season. Chicago trying to call timeout. Did they get the call? Pacers were walking off the floor. The horn sounded. Hugh Hollins and Tommy Nunez discussing it. The Bulls felt that they called timeout.
Well, they're putting up 0.3 of a second, which means it would have to be a tip. But actually, Judd Bushler got the rebound and wheeled and tried to throw a length of the court shot.
So, now they say 0.2 of a second remaining. We'll be right back. Set to go, 0.2 of a second remaining. It must be a deflection. Can't be a clean shot. And a delay of game is taken by Smith. Larry Brown checking the alignment. Delay of game warning for the Pacers. And Larry doing some helpful work. Puts it in front of Bob Slick Leonard, the color commentator for the Pacers. And now Kukoc looking to throw it in for a tip. Here it is. Well, it hit the rim. Yes, that will do it. And the Boston Celtics remain by themselves in terms of best home record of all time at 40-1. The Bulls 39-2 at home. The other end, as the Pacers beat the Bulls 100-99. Second win for Indiana this season over Chicago. They are the only team to pull it off against the Bulls, who now are in double figures in the loss department at 70.